I'm gonna teach you a new chant. Repeat after me. Remember Nam and Iraq.
Remember Nam and Iraq.
We won't send our children back.
We won't send our children back.
Remember Nam and Iraq.
Remember Nam and Iraq.
We won't send our children back.
We won't send our children back.
We have to stand against this new war. $200 billion have been spent in 3 weeks to kill innocent people abroad. It's our tax money. Our tax money funding this war. Our tax money funding a genocide in Gaza. Our tax money funding the blockade on Cuba. Our struggle here domestically cannot be, it has to be connected with the international struggle. So thank you so much, Dale, for making that connection. Give it up one more time. Well, our final speaker here today, don't go anywhere yet, y'all. Please help me introducing a revolutionary preacher, Reverend Ryan. Reverend Ryan Brown is an ordained Baptist minister and labor organizer, serving as co-founder and president of CAUSE, Carolina Amazonians United for Solidarity and Empowerment. Rooted in the Black church tradition, he brings a prophetic voice that calls to people to turn a faith into action and build power for justice. So please, make some noise for Reverend Ryan Brown!
My name is Reverend Ryan Kenyon Brown. I'm an ordained Baptist minister, a gospel-grounded Christian, a co-founder and president of Carolina Amazonians United for Solidarity and Empowerment, and a truth-telling troublemaker. I am a product of the Black church, raised by my grandparents who were sharecroppers, and shaped by a faith that refuses to stay silent in the face of injustice. I greet you in the spirit of strategy, in the language of solidarity, and in the legacy of struggle. We are living in Donald Trump's America again, where lies dress themselves up as patriotism, where white nationalism no longer hides, but it walks those hollow walls of Congress, where courts roll back rights while billionaires stack wealth, where the poor are blamed, the immigrant is criminalized, the worker is pushed to the breaking point. And we need to be honest about what we are witnessing in 2026. This is not just politics. This is a moral crisis. And in a moment like this, you don't get the opportunity to be neutral. You either stand on the side of justice or you stand on the side of what is destroying our democracy. Power is consolidating. Accountability is disappearing. Lies are outrunning truth, and fear is being used as a strategy to control and divide. Corporations are extracting wealth from the very people who makes their existence possible. At Waffle House, where the hours are long and the pay stays low. At Starbucks, where the workers had to organize just to be heard. And at Walmart, where full-time work still does not guarantee stability. And at Amazon, where workers are tracked, timed, and pushed beyond human limits, while millions of dollars is spent to silence their voices. Different companies, same system, same pressure, same injustice. And let's be honest, this is not an accident. This is not mismanagement. This is a system working exactly the way it was designed to work. And it does not stop there. Jeff Bezos can buy the Washington Post and print democracy dies in the darkness, while the very workers who make the wealth possible are kept invisible and unheard. Are you listening? Elon Musk can move markets and cut jobs overnight, leaving families to carry the cost. And as data centers and AI expands, the same question remains. Who is this system really built for? And now now we are watching billions of dollars flow into a war while people right here are just fighting to stay alive. So don't insult our intelligence and call this a necessity. This is a choice. Tupac said it years ago, they got money for wars but cannot feed the poor. And any system that can fund destruction but sustain life is not broken. It is operating exactly as it was designed. Because when we start calling imperialism peace through strength, when power confuses control with justice, we are not moving toward freedom, my brothers and sisters. We are drifting away from democracy and closer to domination. And on the eve of this nation's 250th birthday, we are watching a country lose its soul and call it law and order. People are tired. People are anxious. Folks are trying to hold it together in a system that feels like it's designed to break them apart. This is by design. From the sharecropper's field to the warehouse floor, wealth has always been built on labor, yet labor has rarely shared its reward. And at the same time, we are watching ICE and Border Patrol move through our communities in ways that bring fear into people's homes and neighborhoods. Families are afraid to answer the door. Workers are looking over their shoulders. Children are learning fear before they learn freedom. I don't have to guess what that feels like. I was raised by my mama and pawpaw who were sharecroppers. And I grew up hearing about what it meant to live in a world where you had to think twice about where you went, how you moved just to make it home safely. I carry those stories with me. And so when I see that kind of fear today, I recognize it. So don't tell me that this is about law and order, because any system that makes people afraid in their own homes is not protecting them. It is controlling them. And when power begins to move like that, unchecked, unaccountable, unafraid, we ought to call it what it is, and we ought to refuse to accept it for what it is. Because fear has never been the foundation of freedom, and that same spirit does not stop at the neighborhood. It shows up in the workplace. It shows up in the economy. It shows up anywhere power believes it can act without accountability. Let me be clear, this is not just inequality, this is exploitation. Any system that benefits from your labor but refuses your dignity is not just broken, it is wrong. And as long as we stay divided, we stay manageable. But we are not each other's enemies. The system is the problem, and it has always depended on keeping us divided, distracted, and fighting each other instead of confronting what is actually harming all of us. And whenever power stops serving the people, it starts trying to rule the people. We are living in a perilous time where leaders would rather rule than serve, where truth bends to power, where obedience is dismissed instead of earned. And the Bible has already shown us what happens when power demands worship instead of accountability. King Nebuchadnezzar built a golden image and told everybody to bow. And that same spirit shows up in every generation. Whenever power demands obedience instead of justice, different names, same demand, they want you to bow. And even the founders of this nation warned us about moments like this. Was it not Thomas Paine who said that any group that holds power without accountability cannot be trusted? And George Washington warned us against the false patriotism. So don't tell me that this is new. This is what happens when power forgets who it is supposed to serve. Nobody is coming to save you and me. If change is going to come, it's going to come from the people who are willing to speak up, stand up, and organize. So we have to be clear. We were never meant to live under kings, and we will not bow. Because if we do not tell the truth, we will start bowing without even realizing it. And if the system is organized, then we must be organized. Power does not change because you ask it to change. It changes when people demand that it change. Which is why your vote matters. Your vote is symbolic. It is one of the clearest expressions of the power that you have. And don't get it twisted. This is not just about politics. This is a question of right and wrong. And when we are done negotiating with injustice, no kings over workers, no kings over our communities, no kings over our votes, no kings over our bodies, no kings, period. Because when people organize and refuse to bow, power has no choice but to answer. We did not come this far to stay comfortable. We came to confront what is wrong. So I will ask you as I take my seat, did we come all this way to bow now? No! Did we come all this way to be silent now? No! Did our ancestors fight so hard for us to bow now? No! Hell no, they didn't. No kings now, today, or forever. Because silence is a moment like a surrender, and talking is not enough, feeling is not enough, and at some point you have to act. You got to vote, you got to mobilize, you got to educate, you got to agitate, you got to activate, and do not stop until justice shows up. Do not stop when they push you back. Do not stop when they threaten you. Do not stop when they try to wear you down, because in due season we shall reap if we faint not. And hear me clearly, whatever you do, we would not bow to power. We would not bow to fear. We would not bow to injustice. We would not bow, because power belongs to the people.
Give it up one more time for Reverend Ryan. If the billionaires keep funding us, workers stand up and strike. If the White House try to take our rights, my people stand up and strike. 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 All right, y'all. How y'all feeling? Many people here might be asking what's next, right? Today is just one day. What's the next step beyond today's protest? We know that we will not win our liberation from just one protest, right? We are building a movement. Beyond just one day, beyond just one election, we are building a movement to win our liberation. The next step, and I heard someone here in the crowd, we saying over and over again, the next step is to build towards a general strike. Minneapolis has sown the seeds to how we fight, and we must continue that fight here in the South. The horizon that we have to build is taking back our power from the billionaires. On May Day, International Workers' Day, the South will have something to say. Teachers, nurses, healthcare workers, Duke workers, Amazon workers, service workers will come together for one purpose: to send a message to the billionaires. No more exploitation at home. No more death and destruction abroad. And no more ICE in our streets. Our strongest weapon is our labor. A nationwide shutdown is what they fear the most. But we need all of you. Raise your hand if you're going to commit to standing up on May Day. Raise your hand. Because we need every single one of you to come together, to talk to your coworkers, to your students, to your family, to your neighbors, to do outreach, to organize in your communities, to make this actually possible. We have a historical responsibility to play right now. And as the great W. Du Bois said, as the South goes, so goes the nation. So to end it off, repeat after me. I believe. I believe that. I believe that we. I believe that we will. I believe that we will win. 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 Thank you so much. Check out the tables, talk to an organization, get organized, build to Mayday. We have a world to win. Thank you so much, everyone.